Libra. My name is Luciani. I'll be doing a mid-March love forecast for you guys for a month of March, the rest of March, March 15th to March 30th, 2019. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is a healing space, okay? Only healing messages, okay? And also, if you're returning, welcome back. This is for your Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, your Libra Venus, or if you have 7th house in Libra. If you don't know those placements, please go to the link below. It's called Cafe Astrology. I have it in the video description where you can find your natal chart placements, okay? This is for my Libras who are in committed relationships, dating, and single. So let's get right into it. So Spirit guys, thank you so much for coming to my screen to provide messages for Libra. Please show me love messages for Libra for mid-March 2019. What are Spirit messages for Libra? March 2019, mid-March 2019. What are Libra's messages for March 2019. Libra's messages. Okay. Some of you guys could be getting engaged. Some of you guys are engaged. The first one that we have is past life relationship. You have known each other before. The second one we have is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And we have express your love. Go ahead and make your romantic gesture. All right, interesting. Um, okay. So, if you're single, I'm seeing that you guys might be looking to like somebody that from your past that you've already been separated from. You're looking to offer them a token of love again. Okay. Just some sort of higher engagement. I think that you guys are really, really thinking about somebody from your past. Makes sense. I mean, Mercury was in retrograde. It did station direct today. But there is a shadow phase up until I think April 5th or April 10th or 15th. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But again, just seeing things from your past, you really still want to express this token of love with someone that you were in a relationship with prior to that. You guys are no longer together. If you're in a relationship, someone is hung up on their past, whether it's you or them. Someone loves this person. You love your partner. They love you. But someone is so hung up on their past that it's time to separate from them. Okay? They could be having a past life relationship that come up in your relationship, and this past life person is expressing their love to your partner, and it might even be a separation occur because maybe your partner actually responds back with expressing their love to them, and now it's this separation that could have occurred. Or this could be you, Libra, where you reach back out from your past and express your love to them, but you're in a current relationship and they could have possibly um, kind of picked up on it. And now there's this separation that's on the horizon just because of the fact that there's this past energy that's floating around in you guys' relationship. So let's pull some tarot here to see what messages are here additionally for that. Well, you come up in your own energy, Libra. Just yeah. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm like battling a cold, so I'm so sorry if I sound disgusting. I see the high priest is coming up in a lot of readings, so I think this is a time where collectively a lot of people are connecting with their intuition. That's cool. That's beautiful. She has been coming up in almost everybody's reading in the upright, in the same position. That's pretty decent. All right, so you guys have two additional messages, well, three additional messages here. Um, yeah, it's time to meditate because there's a weakness here. You're. I think this has already had. Okay, so if you guys are already separated from a partner that you once were in a relationship with, through meditations, you're still healing through meditation, through reflecting. Because with the Three of Swords in here in the reverse, you're still confused and still not devastated. You're still like, I would say, like licking your wounds, still healing from this energy here. And I feel like it's the same thing over and over again, trying to heal, trying to. I just feel like this healing process is still in its cycle here. Okay. Um, a lot of you guys are really hurt. I'm feeling I'm feeling it hard here. I feel like you guys are reflecting on things that just didn't work out. Um Also with that Three of Swords in the reverse, again, there's just confusion. You're still confused by what has happened, right? You're still confused by like really what happened, and it's taking you on this ups and downs, like really taking you on the ups and downs, and you just don't get it. It's like you're still in this cycle of I don't understand why that had to be the way it was, if that makes sense. You're still very confused about this. You still reflect on it heavily. So, and then you might be reflecting on the fact of the injustices that occurred in the relationship. If you're if this is single energy, if you're dating, this is somebody that you're still healing from the past, still confused from something that have occurred. Others of you, this could be karma. This is reaping what you're sowing, okay? Somebody is reaping what they're sowing. I see that definitely. And with the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, someone is reaping what they're sowing. Someone didn't do somebody right. And because of that, they're reaping what they're sowing in their current relationship. Because with the um, seven of wands here, someone has to fight off all of these demons. And I feel like there's a lot of fighting here because there's a decision that's not being made, whether to stay or whether to leave a situation behind. And through your high intuition, you start realizing the injustices that happen in your past life relationships that caused a separation that you were very confused about. But throughout time, you start seeing the intuition of the injustices and the biases that happen, but it still leaves you confused regardless. And it's like this indecision to talk to them about it. You're fighting yourself. I feel like you're fighting yourself. You might want to really show them love with the King of Cups here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. But for the most part, you really, really want to show this person compassion, love, express your love to them. Um, Also, with that King of Cups there, that's a lot of energy where someone's just creatively intelligent, friendly, liberated, they're very kind. So you really, really want to really liberate yourself with them. But there's a fight here. There's a battle in doing that. So there's a level of introspection that has to be that has to be made here. I see that this battle is with yourself to really express yourself back to them. But I think you really want to have a conversation with the injustices that happened that you intuitively picked up on. And with the Nine of Swords, it's leaving you restless, it's keeping you up at night, it's stressing you out. But however, with the Ten of Swords here in the reverse, it was a difficult ending. It was extremely difficult. And you had to really rise out the ashes like a phoenix, guys. It was very difficult to do that. But you're ambivalent. Some days you're stressed out, still anxious about it. It still keeps you up at night. And then other days you feel like you have really healed from this. If you're in a relationship, y'all, you guys do love this person. They love you too. But they're still battling with their past. They got a lot of things that go on in their life personally that they still kind of want to connect back to their past with. And they're very ambivalent about it because they're in a relationship with you or you're in a relationship with them. And it's causing like this injustice. You're starting to intuitively see that they want to express their love or really communicate to their past love situation. It could be leaving you feeling very anxious at night, very, very, very high. Like, what if I lose them because of this? Um, another case scenario could be you may be wanting to leave your relationship behind. Now, there's good fortune here. I feel like the relationship that you have currently isn't half of the measurement of what you had in the past. That maybe the relationship in the past was beautiful, it was fortunate, it was compassionate, it was intuitive, it was harmony, but at the same time, because of that separation that occurred, it left you very like confused and sad and reflecting and realizing like what to do. And it's leaving you at this in this situation where I just want to express my love to them. But there's a fight here for that. There's this hmm, I might have to defend myself. I might have to defend my but that seven of wands there, I feel like there's this level of strife, or maybe again there's some sort of difficult time finding the courage to really talk to them. I see another situation for some Libras that you're literally battling with two different people, or you're in a battle of your partner picking between you and another person, and it's not fair. Clearly it's not balanced, and you're proving to your partner that you're the better partner, and another partner from their past life is proving to them that they're the better partner, and then your partner is like stuck in this, what do I do, I'm confused. This could be you, and you having two partners, or one partner, and then one partner you love, but at the end of the day you kind of want to connect to someone you're not seeing anymore. It's weird, and then somebody gets separated. I feel like your partner starts to pick up on it through intuition and be like, yo, what you're doing isn't fair. What you're doing isn't fair. I'm not about to sit here and fight. I'm not about to prove to you how amazing I am when you're literally like stuck between two people. That's stressing me out. I'm showing you the love and kindness and compassion and friendliness that I am. and you're giving me anxiety. You're giving me this staying up at night. There's some sort of introspection that has to be made here. What kind of what kind of road you're gonna travel? Let me clarify this. Wow, this is a lot. There's a lot going on here. You could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio or a Libra or a Pisces. Oh, that's too much. The King of Cups wanted to come out again. That's interesting. All right, so there's something, someone is being very unjustified. Someone probably doesn't want to leave a relationship because they're afraid of being alone. That could be you or them. But you know darn well that you got to separate because somebody's hung up on their past. Another situation is that you might be, this might be your own injustices that's binding you. Okay. With the justice here in the reverse, um, it has, let's say, this has everything to do, someone just being narrow minded, very narrow minded. I'm not even going to say like cowardly, but they're causing them to have this mental anguish, your own hung ups, your own hang ups, your own strife. You're tying your own eyes. Look at this energy here. This person ties up their own eyes. They're bonded, but they have feet. They can run. They can run, but they choose not to. Okay, that means that someone is bonding their own self up. Okay, to their narrow-minded behavior. It could be that, and with this King of Swords in the reverse, someone is very cruel to the point where you might fear expressing your love to them because they could come across as very cutthroat, as very free, like it's an Aquarian energy, but someone who's very manipulative. Someone who's very manipulative. Someone is super duper manipulative, emotionally manipulative. And it causes you to like put yourself in a situation of proving to your partner, I am the better partner. Because through their manipulation, they're seeing that you could be manipulated, okay? Or if this is you, and you have this beautiful love energy, Libra. You have every disposable in your life to transform. This relationship needs to be done so you can have a new relationship, something new to come in. But I see the Nine of Pentacles on the at the bottom of the deck. You're fearing this change. You don't want to leave them. This brings you emotional satisfaction. This brings you fortune. This fills you up. This brings you success, and at the same time your intuition is screaming at you. Your intuition is also is saying they're a burden, they're a heavy burden, and you know it needs to end because they're literally going back and forth in their head between you and somebody else, and you see it. Your intuition knows that it has to end. With the World card here, I think that you guys start to find out how to end this. Again, separation is here because the anxiety, the anguish, the mental anguish. I see 8, 9, and 10 swords. I don't like that. I see that you guys are really fucking stressed. Stressed, confused, heartache, broken. You're curing yourself. You're looking to cure yourself. And I see it curing. Your 3 of swords and the 10 of swords is in the reverse. So You're in that process of curing and healing because of these false starts, thinking that this is the love of your life, but they're not. They're really not. And you have this creative ability, you have this fertile energy, you have this energy where you could manifest whomever in your life. You know, this isn't just one person that you can manifest. You can manifest a couple of people. I see that you, if this is you wanting a relationship to come back, hmm, it ended for a reason. It ended for a reason. You're ambivalent about it because it has already ended. Sorry, guys. Your intuition feels like a burden because you really are thinking really strongly on them. You're thinking about the things that y'all been through, and you really want to express your love back to them. And really, like, you're in a better situation. You're in a better state of mind now. There could be in a better state of mind now, and then you guys could really create some really beautiful beginnings here. Um, but healing has to take place on both you and them. I feel like you feel them on such a deep level that it's to a point it's burdensome because now you can't. Okay, I see it also as if this is somebody that you truly love, don't be a coward. Express yourself to them. It's burdensome already. I feel like you guys are like, oh, should I call them? Should I text them? Oh my God, I want to talk to them, but I don't know if we can. No, they feeling the same way. They're feeling the same exact way. You're feeling them in the spirit realm with the intuition. You're feeling them on a spiritual level, guys. Okay? It could have changed. Okay? They probably could have put a lot of their dumb shit aside. Okay? You guys can really maybe create a new love for each other. If this is again, that's with someone who was is separated, you know that they feel the same way about you. They're willing to change. This isn't someone who is willing to change and saying that they're willing to change, but all they do is manipulate you. You always got to fight the battle of their manipulation. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Keep them going out of your life because that's toxic. I'm talking about the Libras who really still feel connected to a love energy that could possibly work. You had to cut them out because there was a lot of challenges, or they had to cut you out because there was a lot of challenges, but you guys still have a lot of love for each other. Spirit, give me one more crystal healer. I'm pulling crystal healer energies here now for you. And one more message for my Libras. All right. Yep. There we go. So the first one we had is joy. We have rose quartz. We have inner child. And the last one we have is moonstone cycles. This cycle that you guys were in has to end. If you guys are in a relationship and you're hung up on your ex, it's time to end that. It is. Because you're a child, your inner child's wounded and you're not, it's not, it's like you guys are really hung up on something that brought you joy in your life. And you're in a relationship with someone that don't do it for you like your ex did. I do see that, okay? And that's vice versa. Another situation that's playing out here is you being in a relationship and you guys are going through the same cycles over and over and over and over again. That, like in the past, they were manipulative. You got to keep fighting yourself with them, keep figuring out, showing them joy and love and compassion. and healing their inner child and them helping you with your dreams and aspirations and all of that cases. But at the same time, it's this cycle of mental anguish, mental instability, and always having to cure yourself because of it. And it keeps going on and on and on to the point where you guys might need time apart to really, again, I see the world and a death card and separation. It might be time to really leave this situation behind, Libra, so that you can really figure out yourself. Because these are false starts. You guys have a good time for a while. It's beautiful, it's compassionate, but at the same time, they're very manipulative. They're extremely cruel. They see your weaknesses and they capitalize on them. That's not fair. Your intuition is like screaming at you. They are a burden. Okay? So that what's the word? The ambiguity, the whole concept of should I leave, should I stay? That has to end. You have to be very decisive here in knowing like what to do in a situation like this. You don't I feel like you don't know what to do. You don't know whether to leave or not. Okay? So I see that too. Even like from your past, like say if they you guys had past situations that happened in a relationship and they're just it's a cycle over and over again to the point where you try to express your love to them, you try to show them compassion, love, kindness, and they are with it for a while. I see that it can be very successful, but then throughout time, again, it's just like, damn, we almost there, but then now it's a false start. But then here we go again with rising above our situations, our problems, and creating again. But then here we go with the mental anguish, the blindfold, the injustices. And here we go back to the manipulation where I got to fight you off me or fight that manipulation off and going through transformation again. It's like you guys go through that over and over and over again. So we have I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Wow. This is exactly how this is playing out. Your intuition, guys, is letting you know they're a burden, okay? Period. They're a burden. It's time to separate. It is the time to separate and trust that the direction the universe is taking you is in divine order, okay? Because this cycle has to end. The whole up and down of the stress, and then you're in good times, and then when it's bad, when it's good, it's good. But now I'm feeling like it's time to really separate so that you can get your inner child healed, your heart healing. We're talking about bringing that inner joy out here, okay? So that was a lot of different messages. So I hope you guys bear with me through that one. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel. Um, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.